So here's what I'm using. A 200-gram ball of Bendigo Woolen Mills 100% cotton 4-ply. I didn't use the whole ball in the end, but why not check out my crochet scrunchie tutorial to use up the rest. You'll also need a 3mm crochet hook, scissors, and measuring tape. My gauge for this pattern is 12 stitches over 5 centimeters and 17 rows over 5 centimeters. Note that this video is structured in a way that visualizes the steps of the process, but doesn't necessarily go into detail of every single motion. I've assumed you know how to chain, single crochet, increase, and decrease. I also want to preface this pattern by stating that it is to my measurements, which are a 70cm waist and an 89cm bust. If you want to know how to adjust this pattern to fit you, then stick around till the end. Begin by chaining 78 stitches. Single crochet into the second chain from the hook, then single crocheting into each remaining chain until the end. Continue on these 76 single crochet stitches for 19 rows. Now on row 21, we are going to single crochet twice into the first stitch. Single crochet as normal along the row until the last stitch. Single crochet twice into the last stitch. Continue on these 78 stitches for 8 rows. Now on row 29, we are going to repeat row 21. That is, single crochet twice into the first stitch, work the row as normal, single crochet twice into the last stitch. Continue on these 80 single crochet stitches for 1 row. We are now going to begin the side bust. We will only be working on the first 16 stitches of this row. Somehow I lost this footage, so I'm going to show you on some scrap yarn. Begin side bust shaping by single crocheting into the first 16 stitches of the next row. Turn work and single crochet as normal till end. Next row, single crochet into the first 12 stitches. Single crochet the 13th and 14th stitches together, then single crochet the 15th and 16th stitches together. Turn work and single crochet as normal till end. Next row, single crochet into the next 10 stitches. Single crochet the 11th and 12th stitches together, single crochet the 13th and 14th stitches together. Turn work and single crochet as normal till end. Next row, single crochet until 2 stitches from the end. Single crochet those 2 last stitches together. Turn work, single crochet as normal till end. Repeat the last 2 rows until 6 stitches remain. Single crochet into the first 4 stitches. Single crochet the 5th and 6th stitches together and tie off. Begin the bust shaping by single crocheting 25 stitches evenly across the top left bust side. Single crochet as normal along the front center until you reach the right side bust shaping. Single crochet 25 stitches evenly across the top right side bust. We are now going to build on this foundation by single crocheting 17 rows without shaping. We have now built the underbust, but we need to start bringing the curve back over the upper bust. To do this, single crochet into the first 24 stitches. Single crochet stitches 25 and 26 together, that is a decrease. Continue in single crochet until 26 stitches from the end. Single crochet stitches 26 and 25 from the end together. Single crochet to the end of the work. You'll note that these decreases begin in line with where our bust shaping also begins. We're going to repeat this row 15 times while also increasing by 1 stitch at the end of every 4 rows. With the shaping done, let's cap it off with 4 rows of plain single crochet. And that's the foundation of the front piece. We need to add straps and eyelets, so let's begin with the straps. Single crochet evenly along the left side bust. Continuing on this row, chain 17. Turn the work and single crochet along those 70 chain stitches as well as the ones we created at the side bust edge. On row 3 of the straps, single crochet as normal until the 4th stitch from the end. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches and single crochet as normal for the last 2. Turn the work and single crochet 1 more row and tie off. Repeat this for the right side strap beginning on the wrong side of work. Onto the side eyelets, begin by single crocheting 49 stitches evenly along the left side front. Plain single crochet for the next row. On row 3, single crochet into the first stitch, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, single crochet for the next 7 stitches. Repeat this from the chain 2 until 3 stitches from the end. Chain 2, skip 2, single crochet into the last stitch. Single crochet as normal into the next row and tie off. Repeat this for the right side eyelets beginning on the wrong side of work. And that's the front complete. Now onto the back, work the first 30 rows as for the front and single crochet a further 16 rows without shaping. In the next row, we're going to be creating eyelets for our straps. We do this by single crocheting into the first 15 stitches of the next row. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches, continue as normal until 17 stitches from the end. Chain 2, skip 2, single crochet as normal till the end. Single crochet 2 more rows without shaping, tie off the end. Repeat as for front to create the side eyelets on the back piece. We now have our 2 pieces made up, but we have to create some chains so we can lace everything together. For the side lacing, we need to make 2 1-meter lengths of chain, and for the straps we need 2 50-centimeter lengths of chain. This is how I've strung mine up, but you could definitely be creative with yours. Why not use a contrasting thread or crisscross the back? here's how it turned out. If you want to see a quick guide on how to grade this pattern, keep watching. But if not, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this make. Let me know in the comments if you liked this top and what type of crochet items you're not seeing in the trend that you wish you did. Okay, quick guide to grading. Here are the essentials for this pattern. Measure your waist circumference -6, measure your waist to underbust, and your underarm to waist. We also want to know the depth of your underbust and the top of your underbust to where you'd like the neckline to sit. This pattern assumes the neckline will end about halfway from the top of the underbust to the collarbone. For the side bust curve, I used a tracing of an underwire bra of mine to get the bust curve and its distance from the side center. With these measurements in mind, we now apply our stitch gauge. For example, to calculate the number of stitches that we need for our waist, we take our waist measurement minus the 6 centimeters as we said. So for me, that's 64 centimeters. 64 centimeters divided by 2, that is our front and back separated, is 32 centimeters. Then I take my gauge, so the amount of stitches I have per centimeter, for me, that's around 2.4. So 2.4 times 32 equals 76.8. I wanted to keep an even amount of stitches and I always like things just a little bit snug. So I took it down to 76 stitches. Use this calculation and your measurements to determine your desired number of stitches at each stage in the pattern. Keep the methodology of increases and decreases, but adjust your measurements if required. Remember, the strap lengths are also different for everyone. If you've increased or decreased the amount of rows to match your torso length, remember to apply this to the side eyelets. I would call myself a medium busted person, but if you're small chested, you may want to start decreases in the bust shaping a bit earlier, but if you're big busted, you might even want to add increases in the single crochet rows. Remember, this is just a quick guide for this pattern idea and is totally open to interpretation. Thanks for watching, bye!